We are on our final approach to our destination, which is actually a ghost town. It's national park owned, and it's on the New River Gorge Scenic Riverway, which is a U.S. park designation. Oh, we're a little closer now, but I just wanted to show you these overhanging rocks here driving along. Kind of pretty, kind of scary too. Looks like we have a river maybe to our right. The road we've been on is not, it's a 2-lane road. Has been, it's kind of whatever it is now. But it was marked with the whole yellow lines down the middle, but wasn't wide enough for the truck. Either, on my side, I had to straddle. Otherwise, I was off on the shoulder. So we are coming up to the bridge here, and it is a one-way bridge. And there's a couple of motorcycles coming at me. Alright, so wouldn't it be exciting to have a train coming at the same time you're crossing the bridge? No.
Would make you wonder about that 10-ton weight limit.
Yeah. Is that what it said, 10 ton?
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. So we're coming into the town of Thurmond, West Virginia. And it is a ghost town. I don't know what this is here. I didn't know there was a...
Oh, unless this is the train depot that's, it says Amtrak passenger boarding.
Okay. I guess we stop here?
I think we are supposed to, well, I would.
So, these are the remaining 3 buildings in the town. You can see that there are 3 rail lines now. And if you can imagine, at one time there were 18 across here. And it wasn't until this spur here was put in that the town got a road to it. Now, I don't know if there were some kinds of trails or something where the guy originally got here or what. There's always those kinds of confusing, unanswered questions. But I'm going to go here into the train station and then we'll maybe walk around it, take a look. So yes, Thurmond is still, these tracks are still active, the ones that are left. And Amtrak actually comes through here daily, and it's a flag stop, so if you want to get on, you flag it down, and I guess you pay your fee when you're on the train. So here it is, the name of this place, New River Gorge National Park and Preserve. Let me go check the visitor center out here. Depot's in pretty nice shape. Well, I guess we won't bring anything in there since the door is shut. I don't know if we can look in any of these windows. Nope, blinds on that one. Yeah, blind is partially down on this one. Don't know if you can see anything in there. All I'm seeing is reflections. Well, that's a bummer. It's all closed, huh? All right, so here's the New River down here below. Quite a bit of water. And this is the bridge we came across. It's pretty cool. It's funny, it says 10 tons for the auto. You know the trains with all that coal are going to weigh more than 10 tons. So on a story about the town, Captain Thurmond started this town, Confederate retiree. He did some surveying for the railroad, so they gave him 73 acres here. And that's what he created the town on. Didn't want alcohol or gambling or anything else in town. But on the outskirts of town, which was just on the other side of the river, and I don't know that we'll be able to actually see where that was. A guy named Weller came, I think it was Weller, came in and he created his own hotel. And it was a 100-room hotel. It became just an amazing kind of attraction for the area. And I think it had a brothel in it, it had gambling. and of course a bar, tavern, whatever. So you had all this really ruckus activity going on the other side of the river, while on this side of the river it was tame. Anyway, so the hotel on the other side, still to this day, has the record for the longest poker game. It lasted 14 years until the hotel actually burnt down. So he died in 1910. And in 1915, his heirs sold the town, but it lasted, I think the post office closed in the 30s?
Post office closed in 1995.
Oh, in 1995? But the town became primarily a ghost town in the 50s. I think they said the 2020 census had 5 people living here still. All right, let's wait and get up here and check out these buildings. I think it's interesting, these old signs like this. Sometimes they're hard to read. So it says Thurmond Bowls, something. Carpet City. Can't really read too much of the rest of it. Here's one of the remaining houses up on the hill here. And they say that you can tell from the style and the size of the house, the social status of the area. All right, so this says New River Banking and Trust. This one is the one that moved to Oak Hill, which we passed before we turned off to come out to Thurmond. They made it through the bank closures, I guess. Look at the great old wall in there. I guess it's the tin. He gets the 73 acres in 1873. Then you've got 1889 there, 1891 Thurmond Incorporated, or 1903 Thurmond Incorporated. 1908, flood washes away the Thurmond Bridge. 1910, first and river receipts. 21, road from Glenjean to Thurmond completed. 31, National Bank of Thurmond failed. 58, last steam locomotive operated in the New River Gorge. Lafayette Hotel burnt in 1963. That was the Hotel Thurmond. That was the one that was not the brothel-y one. Okay, we don't care too much about the rest of this stuff, but all right. And then the picture up here gives you a good idea of Thurmond. So I come around, you can see the old hotel there. And then, because it was just right at the end of the street, right next to this last building. See the houses up on the hill there? Okay, here it is. This is the Hotel Dunglin. Now this is the one I was talking about that was built across the way. 100-room, allowed for gambling and brothel and other such things. Okay, and we come to the National Bank of Thurmond. Like I said, this failed in 1931. 3% interest on savings. Wouldn't we like that today? Any amount starts an account. Unfortunately, they can't really look back in there. All right, let's walk down here and see what we got. So I thought I'd go ahead and cross the tracks and come over here to the C&O 1922. I believe it was a coal crushing operation here, but I won't swear to it. Well, it does look like the trains could pull through here. You can see the tracks. And then, yes, I guess they would dump down in there. Now, I did see a guy, I'm not gonna walk across this, especially looking at that there. I did see a guy who, got another little pit here. Yeah, saw this guy look down, and I think he saw some crushing stuff. Oh, look at that. I mean, that doesn't just go down, it goes through, maybe? Can you guys see in there? Let's see. Yeah, it looks pretty iffy down there. Okay. Interesting. And there's Thurmond Town Hall. It's a bummer the visitor center wasn't open. See a little bit better maybe in here. Really not much to see. I still know that that guy crawled down inside there. Yeah, I ain't gonna do that. Oh, this is kind of cool. All right, almost looks like an electric motor, doesn't it? We have a thing here that would have moved, and then you can see some rollers there. I doubt we'll be able to see anything. Yeah, got another little pit here of some sort. Looks like it's all been filled in. Problem was they didn't have the brochures out for the town tour. So we're kind of winging it here. But it is pretty cool. This is an Airbnb you can get at Thurmond's Historic Guest House. And I guess you can reserve it on Airbnb, which is kind of cool. Yeah, and then you can see the houses up on the hill here. I think we can get up to some of those, but you know, they may have closed off a lot of stuff. It's a pretty nice house coming up. Like the balconies. Okay, here we go. The Sid Childers and Margie Richmond house. But it's all closed off, unfortunately. Nice porch. Love to have gotten in there. Looking to me like a lot of the houses are boarded up. Oh, ooh, for a minute there I thought we had an open door. Yeah, they must have done this since the video I watched where this guy was able to get into most of these houses. There's no trespassing, maybe somebody's living here. As I said, the census 2020 was 5 people living here. It does look a little warped up there, doesn't it? See the upper deck? It's the Fatty Lipscomb? Looks like, I mean, it says no trespassing, but look at all the weird writing. Those are on the inside of the windows, I think. And it is boarded up. So it's probably because it's just not safe, and the National Park Service does not want to take the responsibility. I don't really think we have anything else down the tracks here. Got dual tracks here, I guess. So I'm gonna walk up this little road and just see what's up there. All right. See you when I get up there.
Whew. So I'm here in Thurmond, and I walked up one of the hills or one of the roads past the houses and saw this fence up here. So I came on, and it looks like this is the foundation to a house that used to be here. Must have been pretty fancy if it was indeed a house, because look at these steps. I mean, you know, maybe it wasn't a house, maybe it was some more of an administrative building or a church. Yeah, I don't know, but it's a pretty impressive size up here, and clearly was a structure of some magnitude. Trigger's eyeballing this staircase down, and since it doesn't really go anywhere but into the bushes, we won't be taking it. You can see we're coming up onto one of the more intact houses, which means that we've got a driveway down, so we'll proceed around it, see what we can find. Oh. There's the underneath. This is not the building that we could see from down below, but it looks like our path/trail might peter out on us here, or at least as much as I'm willing to chance, so I'm gonna have to backtrack.
I tell you, it is so freaking gorgeous here. The drive-in was incredible. The whole thing is just pretty incredible. So, yeah. All right, walk back to the car here. Anyway, that is the town of Thurmond, I think. All right, I don't know if we're going to do anything else, but we'll see. Well, this isn't someone's driveway. This is
This is our road.
our road. Look at this. You guys can't see it, but beautiful log cabin right there. An interesting home. Some of them are built up, but some are just right down on close to the river. There was a house there built way up on stilts, and it's like way up the hill from the river as well. So we're out on this spit, and what do they call it, Carol?
Stretcher neck.
And it kind of looks like a peninsula, sort of. All right, so we are coming into the campground. And we've already noticed we're not going to be the only ones here, that's for sure. We may have to take the handicap.
What's that? Bribes into a tree. Well, we may have to if that's the only one left. Isn't that the rule?
I think so, yeah. All right, well, we are here at Army Camp. And of course, the only spot open was the handicapped. And so we're taking turns walking down to the river here, just in case a ranger shows up. Usually, if it's the only spot left, you're allowed to take it. So we're assuming that because it was the only spot left, that it's okay for us to take it. But just wanted to say that Carol looked it up, and apparently this was an army camp in the 50s. And I guess it was the Corp of Engineers was practicing or working on different technologies for floating bridges, I guess during the Korean War or something. All right. So, it's pretty nice. Actually, the walkway here is all good for wheelchairs as well. They have some very interesting webbing down on the ground and gravel. So, this is the New River. And I guess it's, well, it's all a national park along here. Nice building across the way there. Now, the whole time we've been here, I've been hearing the rush, and I think there's some rapids up to my left right now, up this way somewhere, because it sounded either like it was rushing water or highway, and I don't think we're near any highways here. Oh, wow. Have to walk down that way. So, yeah, you can see the water kind of rolling by here pretty rapidly, actually. Now ran into some park service guys. They weren't rangers or anything, more maintenance guys, and they said the river here is pretty much low, and so the rafting that would normally be on this river has moved to another river. I can't remember. I know we passed it, but you know me, I can never remember a name. It's absolutely gorgeous here. It looks like some interesting rocks down this way. Isn't this beautiful though? What a great setting. Alright, I'm gonna walk this way. I'm gonna turn it off while I go. I always love these mangled roots along here. The one thing I was noticing as I was walking is I think that this probably is the river level when it's running full. But I thought these rocks up here were really gorgeous. Walk down a little further, probably get very difficult to walk here shortly. Not a very good trail anywheres around here, just pretty much walking through these boulders. That's a pretty interesting tree. Let's go take a look. Look at this thing. that knurled root system. It's got a piece of driftwood in between it. Let's see over here. Look at this moss. Very interesting, very lacy. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm guessing the river is probably up here where these rocks are when it's full, when it's not overflowing, and I'm sure it does. It's beautiful here. All right, I'm gonna walk back and show you around camp when we get there. So I thought I might show you here just how clear this water is. You know, without a polarizing lens. Usually with my sunglasses I can see very well because they're polarized, no glare, but you can see the water is really clear. All right, on to camp. You know, maybe I'll walk down a little bit the other way. Carol said there might be some remnants of the army camp along here somewhere, so might as well see if I can find it. Well, here's something pretty interesting. Looks like it could have been, you can see the, looks like a screw joint down here. Interesting piece of metal. Maybe something from the army? Maybe a piece of a floating bridge from the 50s. All right. So Carol met a guy down by the water and he got all these beautiful rocks up by Lake Superior. And I guess it's all legal. There's something in the amethyst here. He said you just paid by the bucketful.
That was up in Canada.
That was in Canada. And then these rocks are all, it's got a
Yeah, he had a,
here, let me just
and look at the little,
the little ones there.
yeah, those are
Well, that's
little
pretty cool.
agates.
Well, you never know what you'll find in the campground. Gentleman down there at the end brought him to her.
Ugh.
What a nice guy. All right. Well, that's gonna be it for tonight. You know, please like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed today. So we'll see you tomorrow. All right, thanks.